So without further ado, let's begin with the event proceedings. And to deliver the presidential address, I would like to invite on stage the very dynamic maritime professional, the Forbes enlisted entrepreneur, President of International Maritime Club, IMC, the founder chairman of Aries Group of Companies and AIMRI. Ladies and gentlemen, please put up your hands together for the one and only Sir Sohan Roy.
Very good morning to all. Even though I am a naval architect with sailing experience, my passion was always into movies. But I never looked at movies as an entertainment only. For me, it is an entertainment sector also. There is a huge potential behind movies. Movies got the power to transfer information into your brain 60,000 times faster than normal text methods. That's why a 120-page script, we put it into your brain in a theater. And you never forget it. You remember it even after decades. You can tell the stories to others. In fact, it is the most effective training method. We save your time. Just imagine our academic days, this 120-page book that our ordinary teachers, they take almost 1 year to teach us. And maybe a couple of people in a classroom understand it, maybe 80%, 90% to score that in the exam. But most of the people, they don't understand it properly. They don't know the practical application also. But to create a content, a 2-hour content, the scene is different. We filmmakers, we need to spend, not only the director, the entire team. We normally spend 150,000 hours to 300,000 hours to make a content like that. That is the effort we put. But once the content is produced, the sky is the limit. We can dub it into any number of languages. Like Titanic, you can watch it in maybe 200 languages if you wish, globally. James Cameron will never come and explain you anything. You understand everything. Even after 25 years, you remember the story. We always believe that see a movie in the mother tongue, you understand it better than a Hollywood language movie actually. That's why we always insist to dub it. But unfortunately, in our training sector, in the industry, we always try to provide all this training in English. English is not our mother tongue. If you try to train someone in English, first of all, the brain has to translate it into your mother tongue for you to recollect, or you need to store it in your brain. Why you take this kind of strain and why you create unnecessary communication loss? If there is a problem, there is a solution. So that's why we introduced the industrial university concept, which is totally working in a different perspective than the current academic sector and the current training sectors. Today, AIMRI is a metaverse university. There is no campus like that. It virtually exists. Now, in the next few months, everyone sitting here will have an Oculus in your hand, the virtual reality glass. Once you have the glass, you are virtually immersed in the classroom or in a theater. You get the same feel like you are sitting in a theater, and you have a content. That means you are enjoying the content without any communication loss. What is the difference between you are watching some content in a computer or a mobile and watching the theater? Inside the theater, when you are watching a movie, you never think about your mobile. You forget about everything and you focus on the content. It is not at all possible if you are trying to do the same thing in front of a TV or in your computer. You are focused out. Because thousands of frequencies of sounds are there around you. Your brain can absorb from 2 hertz to 20,000 hertz. To remember something, you need to arrest the unwanted stuff. In the acoustically cleared ambience, we make sure that whatever we want to put into your brain, that sound only it is there. We arrest all other sounds. Same thing is happening in our training system. We insist that every organization should have a theater training center. The capacity of the theater can be from 10 seats to 100 seats or 200 seats. In all our offices, we make sure that we have a training system like that, because we have office in all these 29 countries with 2,700 people with engineering background. They are all working. But our HR system doesn't have a single HR trainer. We have been training them with contents only. If I take a class, that is forever. And that content is to be dubbed to different languages. We have created a system called FSM, Efficiency Improvement System Management. In that system, every training content, you can dub it to n number of languages. Because in film industry, through Intuit, we generated an integrated dubbing system where you can dub it into any number of languages. In India itself, we can dub it into almost 30 languages actually. We have the studio facilities for that. So what we do in our companies, we have people from almost 4 different language-speaking sectors. So we dub this content to different languages. We prefer the training should be done in the mother tongue to avoid the efficiency loss or the communication loss. Yesterday I met one person, a maritime professional in Mumbai. I asked him, how far you are staying from your office? He said, every day morning 2 hours he is traveling, evening 2 hours again. He wakes up 5 o'clock to start the day. I was wondering, 4 hours per day, in the morning 2 hours you are spending in the traffic, you are coming to the office, what is the level of efficiency you can provide? And I asked him, how many hours of training you are attending? He said, unfortunately, I don't get time. Just imagine, this wasted 4 hours, if he could save at least half an hour for his skill upgradation on a daily basis, where he will land. In our organization, it is mandatory that 50 hours of training should be given to every employee every year. It's a continuing training program because after your academics, don't think that your learning process is over. The efficiency of the organization or your profit of your organization depends on your potential of your staff, HR. It is the most powerful, most expensive tool. So it is the responsibility of the organization, it is the responsibility of every individual to make sure that this skill upgradation process is going on. But unfortunately, in our busy schedule, we forget this important aspect. This is the problem with every organization failure. That's why in 2007, we introduced this ShipTech concept. Because those days, to attend a conference, to get some technical knowledge, only the chairmans or MDs coming and attend because it was too expensive. Each conference you need to pay $1,000 or $2,000. We said, no, this should end. We should use technology, how to create content. Provide this content to every person in the industry. That's why we introduced ShipTech concept, free entry, that information should not limit within the 4 walls. It should be recorded with multiple cameras. Just like a movie, you should be able to watch it. Today, we have more than 20,000 hours of content. To propagate this content free to the entire world maritime industry, we started a TV channel called Marine Biz TV. It is not an entertainment channel. Till today, it is running. The content is available. But my question is, how many of you sitting here are making use of it? Every time we come and explain it, try to make use of this potential. But only very few companies, very few individuals are making use of it. How powerful content. Today, many legends are here to present their lifetime experience. Unfortunately, our academic system failed to link in industry with the academics, and we all victims of wrong academic training. We all spend 50,000 hours in the academics, and we land up in the maritime industry without having proper career design. Whatever you are doing today, it is taught by the industry. My question is, after wasting 50,000 hours, is it the responsibility of the industry to teach you all these things? In the academics, academic people, they were grabbing money from your pocket, your time, everything, and they did not teach you anything about maritime industry. At the last minute, you decided, or so the destiny took you to the maritime sector. Even whatever I am doing today, actually it is taught by the industry. It should not happen to the next generation. It should not happen to your employees. We need to change. That's why, for the first time, an industrial university is launched. Every minute you are spending to learn something, it is getting accounted. Every paper presentation here, it is going to be a credit, basically. When you finish 100 credits, the university is giving you a diploma, industrial diploma. 200 credits, you are going to get a degree. 250, you are getting a master's degree. You don't need to take a break and going to the academics again to learn something from someone who never saw industry. This is a pathetic condition. See, I am from a teacher's family. I got the teaching talent. But unfortunately, the current education system doesn't permit me to go and share my knowledge. That's why we introduced this system. Today, we are starting the industrial clubs in all the schools and colleges. It's already started. The revolution already started. The requirement is to have one theater classroom where no teachers required. We started a film club there. They run everything. We started the journey from a tribal school in Kerala. 50% of the students in that school, in the 2,400 students, they never saw a movie in their life. We started that journey from there. In 2 weeks, we started a theater there. Today, that school is going to be the #1 school of India. They have baseball club, rugby club. They all watch these sports through the screen, actually. They know that when IPL is happening, when 22 players are playing in the ground, there are 22,000 jobs in the industry. There's a huge industry around it. Their career design can be done accordingly. Now we are training people for the maritime sector there. That is our responsibility, what we are doing. And we are not getting any money out of that. We know that whoever learn it, we may get that product after 5 years or 10 years. My question is, you are all running the organizations. You are giving many money to the charity. Why can't you start a theater classroom in one of your schools or colleges where you studied? It is something you are giving back. It's not expensive. We are providing the free content. We are providing the free training system. Same thing. In your organization, you start a theater classroom. At least or in future in the Oculus you can provide. But if you have a theater classroom, it can be used for multiple purposes. We will give you, the university will give you the free training for that one. Make use of it. Please upgrade your training skills of the people in an effective way. You can send them for training, but it won't be effective. We need to have an effective training system. That's why join hands with the university, make a plan, so that every employee, even the office boy, should have a training system. He should know what time to clean, where to clean, how many times should clean, what detergent should be used. Same way the CEO should also be trained. Who is going to be the beneficiary? First beneficiary is the individual. Second is the organization. Third is the industry. The quality of the industry will go up. If India wants to go beyond the borders, to conquer the world, we need to have well-trained people. How is it possible? It's a collective responsibility. Today, through this conference, we are introducing this university concept where you can link your organization with the university. Let us join hands. These valuable contents, what we are going to create here on this platform, it is your responsibility to make sure that whatever is given to each employee, because each employee should have a different curriculum. Now AI is there according to your talent, passion, you can design your own curriculum. 20,000 hours of free contents available. In the social media, there are thousands of contents available related to that. Please give a training, or please let us train your staff. We will guide you. We need only 1 day to train them how to use AI, how to design their curriculum. Each employee will have a system. There will be a certification process, everything. You don't need to worry. You don't need to spend your time and money. Your HR training cost will be reduced minimum by 50%, but the effectiveness will be 10 times. This is a vision of the ShipTek. This is a vision of university. The IMC also, we started along with that one. IMC is the organization of the organization. First year itself, 240 maritime organizations join hands. It is the responsibility of each organization head to make sure that every member is conveyed with this concept. Giving knowledge is not a crime. Getting knowledge is not a crime. But if you are not doing it, it's a crime. So please try to understand. Let us join hands. We are all a part of maritime industry from one family. Most of the people sitting here are all Indians. It is our responsibility to take our nation to a different level. For that, we need to join hands. It is the responsibility of every Indian to make sure that every Indian is empowered with the knowledge of every Western professionals. And it is absolutely possible. And also, shipping is not going to run in the same way it has been running for ages. AI is going to take over. We need to transform ourselves. Our practical experience will have limited role in future. We need to upgrade ourselves. We need to bring in young professionals who are more keen to understand about AI, give key roles for these youngsters, but it is our responsibility to make sure that our knowledge is transferred to the youngsters. That's why we introduced the industrial doctorate concept, where you can write your professional biography. That professional biography will make you get an industrial doctorate also. That is your thesis. I know you don't have time. Before to write a professional biography, you need to spend at least 6 months. Now AI is there. University has made a system that if you spend 5 hours of interview with the university, you can make a 200-page biography. Rest university will take care. If you start the journey today, within 30 days, you can publish your biography. That copy is going to all the maritime academies, all the maritime professionals. Maybe if you put a price tag of $1 for as the royalty, 1 million copies will make you a millionaire also. And university will make sure that you get a doctorate. Writing your professional biography is not a crime. Sharing your experience, whatever mistakes you have done, whatever mistakes you have faced, whatever mistakes done by your downline. Why the next generation should come and repeat it again? It is your responsibility to make it as a content, video content as well as a booklet. And that video content, you can cut it into small reels. Nowadays, people cannot watch something for more than 2 minutes or 5 minutes. The social media has turned our brain like that. In the mobile, you cannot focus for more than 5 minutes. So make it as reels. The main points, you put the mistakes and the corrective actions and the root cause analysis, everything, you put it into the brain of the next generation. It is your responsibility, and we welcome you all to join our journey to transform maritime industry. And let me thank each and everyone to come and make this occasion a grand success. And it is our event. Let us begin. Let us get more and more technical knowledge through this event. Thank you very much.
In fact, when Mr. Roy came on the stage, I was expecting typical president address, which will be related to the maritime industry. But Mr. Roy, you have added completely different dimension today for this ShipTech conference. I liked your idea that training, the way training should be conducted by this industry and all shipping organizations. Very appealing. I take this point. I got a few colleagues from my company today present here, and we will get in touch with you and with your team, and we will try and implement this. I had a very brief discussion with Mr. Roy in this hall today morning. He served on one of the SCI vessel, Zakir Hussain. And there was a serious incident, and he came out of this. And then he has set up this big organizations serving entire world, I must say. And the best part, that he is in the film productions also. So this is something very special. And this is very motivating for all of us. So thank you very much, Mr. Roy, for arranging this ShipTech conference and getting this all industry players on the same platform. This is really encouraging, and I think this is the first time you have done this in Mumbai. So thank you very much on behalf of Mumbai, Mr. Roy.
Thank you for this introduction. I'm actually quite privileged to be sharing this particular stage with stalwarts of the industry, especially commend Mr. Sohan Roy. He's given his introduction, and very noticeable was its efforts and focus on maritime training, which is something which I hold very close to heart.
And I would like to especially mention the presidential address of Mr. Sohan Roy, which was quite revealing and, in fact, food for thought for all the administrators, as India has embarked on a big capacity building commission for the last 8 years. But rethinking this training aspects, I think it's a revealing thing to me personally, and in fact, it will help us in redesign our whole modules in future.
Passion is the spark that ignites the fire within, while perseverance is the fuel that keeps it burning bright, even in the face of adversity. Sir Sohan Roy's name is a shining example of how passion, purpose, and perseverance can shape an extraordinary journey. A Forbes-listed entrepreneur, naval architect, world record-holding poet, and Oscar-selected Hollywood filmmaker. He is the first Indian honored with the prestigious knighthood by Ordo Partis Gourfey of Italy for his humanitarian and environmental protection efforts. As a professional naval architect, he etched his name in history by transforming over 3,500 ships globally into eco-friendly green ships, a remarkable feat that epitomizes his commitment to sustainable practices. His vision took flight in 1998 when he established Ares Marine in the Middle East. Under his astute leadership, what started as a ship design and inspection firm blossomed into the Ares Group, a multinational consortium spanning 73 companies across 29 countries. His innovative spirit shines through his creations, like Ares Panamada Chundan, the world's longest snake boat that secured a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. His pioneering concepts like the semi-solar unsinkable bottle seagoing steel houseboat, topless ship, and solar seabed showcase his commitment to push boundaries. A true visionary, Sir Sohan promoted the industrial doctorate concept through the Ares Maritime Research Institute, bridging academia and industry. His brainchild, EFISM, Efficiency Improvement System Management, revolutionized organizational efficiency through HR transformation, propelling Ares to become world #1 in 5 fields. Sir Sohan's patriotism resonates in his vision of $1 is equal to 1 rupee, embraced by Indian billionaires. His $10 billion project Indiewood aims to integrate and elevate the Indian film industry to Hollywood's caliber, creating waves worldwide. As a humanitarian and environmentalist, Sir Sohan initiated groundbreaking employee welfare schemes like parental pension, spouse salary, children's education support, early retirement with pension, and financial support for employee-initiated startups. He championed equitable policies, reserving 50% shares for employees and implementing anti-dowry and anti-caste measures. His filmmaking prowess shines through his thought-provoking works. Black Sand shed light on ecological degradation caused by unscientific mining. Sound of Pain focused on environmental protection and climate change. His documentary Dams, The Lethal Water Bombs, and film Dam 999 explored the catastrophic consequences of disregarding environmental safeguards, with the latter becoming the first Indian movie shortlisted for the Oscars in the mainstream category. In 2023, his illustrious contributions to the maritime world, he was honored with the Maritime Personality of the Year award by Robin Asafina magazine. Through his 3 decades of unwavering service to the maritime industry, Sir Sohan Roy has become a beacon of inspiration. As he continues to dream and create impact, may his glorious journey motivate generations to come, shaping a better world for people and communities worldwide.